All right, let's hit a little hockey real quick. Couple weeks into the season. Hey, not going to talk about your Rangers? Hey, well, I'll tell you what, your Rangers took a pretty good beating to my Ducks last week, so can't argue with that.
And my Florida Panthers are leading right now.
Hey, yeah, the Florida Panthers. I'll tell you what, coming off their championship season, 13 games in, they're already 9-3-1 with 19 points overall. So that's a pretty hot start. Tampa Bay is not Riggs. Tampa Bay Lightning isn't too bad. 12 games, they're 7-5 with 14 points. So it's still not terrible.
I want to talk about real quick about the Panthers, man. It wasn't a little one night stig, man. The year before they make it, they don't pull it off. Then last year they pull it off, and this year they're starting off hot, man. They might have something here. They might have properly developed a team here, man. I'm excited for the Panthers, man. Yeah. As a kid, I remember living in South Florida in Coral Springs, man, and we would go to the Panthers game a lot. Great stuff, man.
Absolutely. It's a great event.
Yeah, dude, I was clueless as a kid why the rat was getting thrown onto the damn ice. I was slightly petrified at first, but then I realized, the story behind it. But yeah, no, it's interesting.
I'll tell you what, that is a cool arena down there. I went to a game there last January. I'm actually probably going back this season when my hockey team, the Anaheim Ducks, go down there. But it is a cool environment down there. You think that hockey in the South is really weird, but the Florida Panthers really do it. They do it well.
Yeah.
They have a cool arena. Just the environment in there is really cool, and it helps that now they have a championship team. So I think that really helps out. And I don't know if y'all knew this. The last 5, if I'm not mistaken, 5 or 6 Eastern championships have gone to Florida hockey teams. So it's either been the Panthers or the Lightning.
It's just crazy to me to think about hockey in Florida.
It's crazy, right?
Of any place, like
out of any places,
let's have multiple teams. Like.
And it's funny too, because you would be like, oh, that would be like the first teams to fail. No, Atlanta had the Thrashers, and they disappeared years ago. You know what I'm saying? And you still got the Bolts and the Panthers thriving.
Thriving and surviving.
It's like I say, when you think about hockey, you just think about cold. You know what I mean? Like you think that it'd be up in the middle of nowhere, like the places that don't have football would have hockey teams, but
right.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When they redesigned the Florida Panther thing, I was a little hesitant. I was a little worried that it wasn't going to look that good because I really love the old Panther jumping out at you. This one's not bad. It's cleaner. It's cleaner. Yeah, the throwback is still cool, but the new one's really nice too. So I like
Texas. It. Yeah, Rig, you don't like the Dallas Stars? I guess he doesn't like any Dallas franchise, but I don't know. A lot of people ask me, "Oh, you're not a Dallas Stars fan?" No, I don't really like Jamie Benn. I don't really like the Stars overall. So, one team that's really shocked me so far, only a few games into the season, the Colorado Avalanche. 12 games in, they're 5-7, only 10 points. Oh, we don't count South Oklahoma. Okay, Rig. All right, Rig. Colorado Avalanche. They have had a lot of injuries to start the season, so. Any of my hockey people are in here, you can kind of just back me up. 5-7. It's not really a solid start. Utah Hockey Club, still pretty solid start after the drama in the offseason, moving from Arizona. 5-4-3 start. So with 13 points. Not too bad. Let's see.
The Winnipeg, man. Winnipeg is killing
I tell you, man, they're gonna be a force to be reckoned with.
They look tough.
They're gonna be tough. And you know what's funny is that Winnipeg is the smallest arena in the league. I believe they only seat about 14,000.
Them damn Canadians.
14,000. They sell out every game, and it is pretty much impossible to get a ticket.
Well, yeah, you're gonna sell out 14,000 because.
Well, especially for a good hockey team like this. Yeah,
right,
100%. But yeah, they have a good team, and they're going to be.
They have the capacity to fit 15,321.
Okay, there you go. I was about 1,000 off.
You were damn near right on.
Yeah. So,
hockey plays.
They also play 82, just like the NBA. 82.
Yeah.
So,
so let's go. Can we go back to the Utah Hockey Club? What the fuck is that?
so
We just got lazy. What is this though?
No.
Football team?
I know, right?
The hockey club.
So basically, they are the franchise that used to be in Arizona.
Right, I know that.
And yeah. So I think they were kind of rushed into Utah. They couldn't really come up with a good name. I think there was some controversy as to okay, do we go with this name? Do we go with that name? They really just couldn't come to a decision by the time it was time to start marketing everything. So I think for this year they just decided to go with the Utah Hockey Club. Yes,
Sean,
just like Sean said.
Sean are on the same page, bro. We're on the same page, dog. Like, listen, it's almost like soccer here. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta United. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like, it's
Riggs.
like,
hey, Rig, appreciate you, man. They got to flush them. Yes. Yeah, and Sean brings a good point. The Delta Center in Salt Lake City is not a hockey arena. It's not built for hockey. It's only built for basketball. So you look at it from I don't know if you could pull up some pictures of the arena, but they're losing a lot of seats when they put the ice in there. But I don't know if it's I'm not an architect or I'm not a arena designer. I don't know if that's something that can be fixed easy, if they're just going to build their own arena. But I thought that was just really crazy that they got thrown into the stadium where okay, you're going to lose a bunch of seats. It's kind of like Barclays Center when the Islanders played there. There was a bunch of seats lost because Barclays Center was not made for hockey.
Just a terrible name. I can't get over the name at this point.
Oh, the Utah Hockey Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you look on the left right there, the left part of the screen. You have a lot of empty space there, and in the back corner as well. All those seats are just taken up. So, I think they were like I was saying, they were just really rushed into Utah. They didn't really have time to think things out. There was a couple places that they were planning to go, but I think Utah was kind of just the top destination for the next hockey team.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Absolutely. So, one last thing in hockey. One player that kind of standing out. He had kind of a rocky start, but is finally starting to look like himself. Is Sidney Crosby on the Penguins. I really despise the Penguins. Yeah, I despise the Penguins. 5-7, with 11 points in the season. But Sidney Crosby's finally starting to turn it around. He had really a rocky start. They're kind of in the. I don't want to say they're in kind of like a rebuild mode, but they're kind of just like, pretty thin in the terms of the talent they have. Not like the Penguins we're used to seeing. So
I want to give a shout out to my boy Sam Reinhart from he's the right wing over there for the
Sam Reinhart.
Reinhart. Yeah, he's 10 goals, man.
10 goals. He's doing great.
He's in like a 4-way tie with other players that all have 10 goals. So he's in great company. 4-way tie.
Kucherov for the Lightning is also at 10.
Yep.
So
two Florida teams.
Two Florida teams
with 2 players with 10 goals, tied for first place with the most goals, man. So
absolutely,
I love it, man. I think I'm really excited. I'm gonna tune in and watch some of these hockey games and watch my boys do their thing. Watch my boys do their thing and hopefully bring another championship back to Florida. I like it.
100%. We love to see it.